Good evening. My name is Erika Glick. For years now, I've sat in those seats and spoken countless times at this very podium. I've done so because I'm passionate about education, especially about literacy instruction. I hold a dual master's degree in early childhood education and students with disabilities, as well as New York State teaching certifications for birth through second grade in both general and special education. I also am the owner and director of a preschool, Katona Village Kids. This passion for education has not only informed my career, it's central to my personal life as well. You see, my family was forced to leave our district because our children were not receiving an appropriate education in our schools. We've had to step away from KLSD and its wonderful teachers and caring community. We had to leave because despite being intellectually capable and afforded every opportunity, they struggle to read. And they're not alone. But I didn't know that in the beginning. I spoke with the teachers, specialists, and administrators, and was repeatedly directed to just be more patient and trust the process. I followed their guidance. I trusted the process. But after a few years, that stopped making sense. We did everything the schools were asking of us, and my children continued to struggle. This goaded me to action. I read the work of researchers, I went to conferences and met with experts. I learned how the brain processes language, how reading develops, and what methodologies are most effective. All children master reading and the associated skills more readily when they're taught using a systematic, explicit, and structured approach. I learned that my children weren't failing, they were being failed. But I was excited. Armed with a strong grasp of the problem, I began attending Board of Education meetings in order to share what I was learning and advocate for change. Despite hardworking teachers and administrators, this issue affects more students than just those with learning disabilities. I was startled to discover that hundreds of elementary students receive response to intervention, RTI, services in reading, but with the same ineffective instruction strategies as they receive in the classrooms. I was also shocked to see that KLSD spends a significant sum each year on litigation costs, including multiple legal battles with families who are left with little choice but to send their children out of district simply for appropriate literacy instruction. Once again, I trusted the process, assuming our district would value the opportunity for input and collaboration. But I was proven wrong, and that's why I'm running for a seat on the Board of Ed. After years of advocacy and dozens of meetings, I've witnessed this trend of community members feeling passed over and brushed off. This is a systemic issue and one we need to fix together by bringing new perspectives into the mix, invigorating the discussions, encouraging critical thinking over complacency and data over theories. There's already so much to celebrate in our district and so much more potential and promise. Let's continue what we do well, but be unafraid to critically reflect and examine. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.